guys, I haven't fermented in quite a few years, but I have been thinking about it a lot lately, especially with cold and flu season coming and just building up our good bacteria in our gut. And so I have seen a lot of people using these fermentation kits online. Now, back when I started fermenting, they didn't have these, and so we just did it with a mason jar, and I feel like we did like a coffee filter, so I can't remember what we put on top because it couldn't be metal. I think it was a coffee filter. Anyway, I don't quite remember. So this is the lid that goes on top of your mason jar, and it kind of helps. I'm not exactly sure. I have to figure out what that part is for. And these weights set inside your jar on top of your whatever you're fermenting. We'll be trying some cortito, which is a Latin American sauerkraut that we love. Here's your sauerkraut tamper, which is, oh my gosh, I wish I had had this. We used a rubber spatula back in the day to pound everything and smush it into the jar. This is gonna be so much easier. So anyway, I found this on Amazon. It was a pretty great deal, and I'm very excited to try this. So keep you posted. So I got all my jars filled with peppers. I tried to do them by color, so these are mostly orange with a few that are kind of in between orange and red. Obviously red and then yellow. And I did add one dark, super spicy, I don't even know what it is. Okay, so we were picking at the farm, and the guy that was showing us around didn't really speak English. He just told us they were very spicy. The other ones, he kind of said they were more mild. So we added a spicy pepper to each one to make it more spicy, and I'm kind of hoping I get some fun colors of sauce. Okay, for our brine, we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of salt to the half-gallon jars, and then 1 tablespoon to the quart, and then we will top it off with filtered water, and then we will put our weights and our fermentation lids on. So I will bring you back for that. Okay, so I've got these fermenting weights that I found. Oh, that does not fit. Oh, great. I'm gonna have to find a different jar. Okay, well, anyway, we will put that down. Just, you wanna have it, hold your peppers down. It's okay, I guess, if it overflows a little bit. So, anyway, and I guess I'm gonna go find a wide mouth jar. There we go. They pop a little bit when you get them all the way in. And then I'll do, I'm gonna take a little bit of water out of this one. Okay, and then just pop these in. There we go. All right, now those will allow any gases that need to escape, and helps it so you don't have to burp your jars. And I think, if I remember right, that prohibits bacteria from growing. All right, guys, here is my fermented hot sauce. I drained the peppers. There's the brine. I'm told that you can save the brine and use it for marinating meat. John likes the taste of it, so we're gonna give it a go. So I'm just gonna take this, and I have to use 2 hands for this, so let's start. Okay, so this one, I've had a bigger jar of peppers. It won't fit in my little thing, so I'm gonna pour it in here. I guess I could have done it in 2 small batches, but I think I want to add a little bit of the brine back into this. There's a lot of different ways you can make your hot sauce, and some of them include the brine and some don't. So I think this one, I'm gonna add some brine. First we'll blend it up. I would say that was pretty fast and easy, and it looks pretty dry to me, so I'm gonna call that successful. I got these cute little, aren't they adorable, little jars on Amazon, and they came with this tiny little funnel. Oh my gosh, it's the cutest thing ever. And I'm going to take my sauce and pour it in my jars, and we'll see how many jars we get out of this. It's a little bit thick, but I haven't watered it down yet. I'm going to do some and see how much I get. When I say watered down, I mean added the brine. My husband kind of wanted to eat it without the brine, so I think we might just do that. He's the one eating it. I will not partake of this. No, thank you. You could make this Louisiana style by adding vinegar. I think it's like a half a cup of vinegar to 1 cup of this sauce. Clog there, probably some seeds. That one's good. 1 fell down. I separated my peppers into colors because I thought it would be fun to have different colored sauces, kind of like you get at the grocery store. So these are a mix of mostly light orange, but there's a few that were kind of half red, half orange, or half yellow, half orange. And I did throw in 1 green, I don't even know what pepper it was. It's a darker pepper that the little Mexican guy driving our truck said was very spicy. So we added that, and then I added a yellow jalapeno just because I wanted to make sure it was, I was hoping it'd be hot enough for John. We'll find out. I'll have him taste test these for you when he gets home. that made it through the mill. I could use a finer grate on the mill. It has 3 different sizes, so I could use a finer one. But the seeds do make it a little hotter. This one isn't all the way full, so I think I'm going to add a little bit of the brine just to maybe try some with and some without and see what he likes. Okay, so I added a little bit of brine to this one. I'll put a little stopper on it and then a lid. And then we're going to put a drop of nail polish on the lid so we can know which one has brine and which one doesn't. Although I think by looking at them you can kind of tell this one's thinner than that one. But shake it up. Well, Naomi tasted it and she said it's spicy, but she thinks Papa will like it. So we'll find out tonight. Okay, here's our red one. Well, it looks like I need to go wash up some more jars, and then I still have that jar of fermented peppers to do. And I also did this one. This is the yellow jalapenos, which are actually pretty spicy, but my husband likes them. So I think I need to do another batch of this. I still have a ton of those in my fridge, and I only did a small batch, and I feel like I should do a couple more batches of that one. Okay guys, I don't know why I didn't think of this the first time, but my husband had used the Vitamix last night and had it on a setting of 2. And so I was blending up this last batch of peppers, and I thought, I'm gonna turn it all the way up to 8 and see what happens. And it is so, I don't know why I didn't do that before, but I'm curious how much pulp I'm gonna have left after this. It just, like, there's my bowl of pulp before. We'll see. This is a very fun, easy tool. And if you move it backwards, like if you keep it going this way, this is where it kind of squishes out all the juice. But then sometimes the stuff collects on the bottom, and if you reverse, it kind of cleans it off. So, kind of a fun little trick I learned. Okay, as you can see, that's about what was left. And okay, and there is my hot sauces. All right, so Papa is going to do a hot sauce flight from all the 5 sauces that I made. And some of them are different thicknesses or textures because of the different ways we drained them or ground them up or whatever. So your job is to tell me which one is the spiciest. Which one you like best, and the consistency. Like some of them are a little more runny, some of them are thicker, some of them are kind of in the middle. So this one, you can start on this side.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
That is red peppers.
There's not a ton in here, so this is doable.
Yeah, I purposely didn't do a ton because I don't want to kill you.
That's like restaurant hot. The consistency a little bit thinner than ketchup, and the flavor's really good. It has a little bit of like a bell pepper taste-ish to it.
Okay.
So very pleasant, and it doesn't taste like anything. None of these have vinegar, so they don't have the Tabasco vinegar taste.
Right, because these are just fermented sauces without vinegar.
Fermented peppers, so everything tastes different. And unless you really love vinegar, I think these taste better because you're getting the vegetable taste.
Okay. Next, that one is the orange peppers, and it is without brine. The one next to it has brine. So we're gonna try them one with and one without, and tell me which one you like better.
Okay, we're gonna name these. So this is Chaco, after my friend Chaco.
Okay, so we need to get a marker to label it.
Chaco. So this one doesn't smell as spicy. Deceptive.
Because it is spicy?
It is spicy. So that's Volcancito, after the place we love, Volcancito Aviva.
Okay, and
good.
so the next one right next to it, there's B on it because that one has brine. It's the same sauce. I just added brine to it to see what the taste difference would be.
Right.
The brine it fermented in.
That one's a little bit thinner. The brine is nice because you get a little bit more salt. And so far it's like the really good restaurant salsas. It is hot and the heat stacks up. But it's flavorful. So this can be chicken mula.
Do you like it with the brine or without the brine better?
So far I like it with the brine because there's a little bit of salt. But all three are nice because you taste the pepper as an ingredient. Way
Not
more than you
vinegar.
taste the vinegar.
Because there's no vinegar.
Yeah, I like
It's
it
just
much better.
salt and water and peppers. Okay. All right, the green one is the yellow habanero, or no, sorry, yellow jalapenos that Michelle Miller says is the spicy jalapeno.
Okay.
Spicier than jalapenos. And that one is a thinner sauce because of the way I ground it. So you have to tell me what you think of that.
So that's Fuego Amarillo.
We'll see.
I'm using it my exhaustive Spanish. Yeah, that's a lot more runny.
Yeah.
Those I like. I think there's a name for those peppers, but I don't know what they're called. It's like a hybrid with jalapenos.
Michelle called them yellow jalapenos. Yeah. And she's not Michelle Miller. She's married. I don't know her last
They're
name.
really good. Anyway, it's a little bit thinner and the flavor is great. So none of these taste like any hot sauces I've ever had because there's no vinegar. And all of them are delightful because you taste the ingredient.
Okay, so do you like that one thinner or would you prefer it thicker like the other ones?
I prefer it thicker.
Okay.
Although thinner might work nice if you're going to marinate like a chicken breast or something for a meal. But as a condiment, I prefer it thicker.
Okay. I was trying different methods of grinding them up, and that was one that I just used my little food mill for, and I didn't chop it first, and it came out really thin. But all right, and the last one, I ran that one through the Vitamix, so it is very thick, and it's quite obvious you've eaten a little bit of this one over the weekend.
Yeah. This one is kind of the consistency of barbecue sauce. So it doesn't splash out like a Tabasco shaker would.
Yeah.
You take the cap off and you carefully pour it out like you would something the consistency of barbecue sauce. And this has tasted amazing with chili. And that one, you can taste the ferment a little bit extra. So you taste the pepper and it almost has a tomato-y taste. Super good. And because so far I've enjoyed it and it's so good, I'm gonna name it after one of the most fluent Spanish speakers I know, PK. He's a master linguist of the Spanish language. My man.
Background, hold on.
By the laughs, you might pick up this is a tad facetious.
Background for PK. He accidentally proposed to a 5-year-old in Spanish once. Completely accidentally. That's how great of a linguist he is.
He doesn't speak Spanish.
We love you, PK.
We love you, PK. We'll save you hot sauces, PK. And Chaco.
Okay, so of the 5 textures, which one was your favorite?
Favorite texture? I prefer the thicker texture.
Okay.
All of them, because you taste the pepper, have a little bit of a sweet note. All of them, because they're hot peppers, are hot, and they're all, these varieties are like jalapeno hot. So they're not habaneros or hotter than that. They're not sport spice, because I don't enjoy that. Super good flavors. And
Okay.
they go good on everything that I've put them on so far.
And last question, which color is your favorite? I have my favorite color.
Honestly, the green is my favorite color because when we were in Guatemala, there was one down there that I just liked. It has sugar in it, and it's almost like a hot pepper ketchup. This does not taste like that, but just color-wise.
Can you guess which color is my favorite?
I'm gonna go with this.
Nope.
This one?
Yep.
Hey!
We agreed.
I'm slow, but I get there.
Thank you for playing along.
Yes. Thank you for not making them too spicy. Ooh.